Today, we're here at the Providence Amtrak station to talk about medications and medical devices on the Amtrak train. First thing about the Amtrak stations is security. You don't have to worry about major security like you do at airports. They're not long lines. We just walk right on in, and 5 or 10 minutes, we're on the train. Unlike security at the airport, you don't have to worry about the Liquids 311 rule when you're going into the Amtrak station because they don't have that rule here. Amtrak has limited accommodations for special requirements such as wheelchairs and so forth. So while reservations are not technically required for all trains, if you need any accommodations, including space for mobility devices or transfer accessible seats, reservations are strongly encouraged. Amtrak does provide bridge plates and base station mobile lifts where needed. Some routes include Amtrak Connections bus services. All the coaches are accessible and lift equipped. You just need to contact your Amtrak agent. If you require accessible rooms, book it as soon as possible, because up until 14 days prior to the departure of the train, only persons requiring accessible rooms can book those rooms. Once you get within 14 days, they open that booking to anybody. You will be asked by Amtrak to certify your your requirement for that accessible room once you board. Amtrak does offer a 10% discount to all persons with disabilities. And you can also, as a military veteran, you can get a 10% discount as well. These are not stackable. You have to pick one or the other. This is with all of them except for the train that goes between Portland, Maine and Boston, Massachusetts. It's called the Downeaster. They'll give a 50% discount for a person with a disability. Amtrak also offers a 10% discount to a traveling companion of a disabled person. So remember that when you're booking. Service animals are allowed anywhere passengers are allowed. The only rules are that you have to keep control of the animal and they have to be at your feet where you're sitting. They can't be up on the seat, and they can't be if you're on an overnight roomette or something, they can't be on the beds either. Also, be sure to review your route because there's no pet service areas on the train. And it's pretty common for Amtrak to have some delays getting into stations. So you want to be sure to give yourself ample time between connections to allow for potty breaks along the stops. You don't want to get on one of those long trains, long running trains, keeping in mind that your service animal will not be able to take a potty break the whole time they're on the train. With the exception of kosher meals, which must be requested ahead of time, and vegan options on some trains. All other type of gluten-free or nut-free or any of those, you really got to take care of that part yourself and bring your own. And you definitely want to bring any of your medications with you, especially if you have certain allergies, because they can't guarantee a nut-free, allergen-free zone, because people bring their own foods on board as well. When traveling with medication that must be kept cold, be sure to check with your doctor before your trip to understand how your medication should be transported and what you need to do to keep your medicine safe and effective. But here are a few things to keep in mind. Amtrak is not able to refrigerate your medications for you, so keep the length of your trip, plus a buffer, in mind when packing. Amtrak staff can provide ice, but if for some reason ice isn't available in the cafe car, have a plan B. We recommend getting a medical cooler or tumbler, and we'll put some options in the description below. CPAP machines can be brought on board the Amtrak trains. The nice part is they don't count towards your personal item for the train, so that's really nice. There are outlets available throughout the train for the most part, including if you're going overnight and you're in a roomette or a bedroom. It is also recommended that you bring some form of extension or power cord with you that's between 6 and 10 feet long, because you don't know how close those outlets are going to be to you, and you're going to probably need to plug it in at a distance, especially if you're in a roomette or a bedroom. The outlet in the room may not be right next to the bed. You need to bring your own water, distilled water for your CPAP machines. because they don't have that on board to provide to you. And a pro tip, if you have the option to book business class on board, make sure you select the seat that's closest to the windows because they have the outlets right there and you won't have to go over somebody to get it. Amtrak does have restrictions for oxygen equipment, so make sure that you mention it and you call for that to make that reservation so you can let them know that you have oxygen equipment so that they can make arrangements or let you know what accommodations can be made for you. If you're low vision or hard of hearing, let the agent know when you make your reservations. And also, when you get on the train, let the conductor know, because it doesn't always trickle down to them that is the case. Oftentimes, you can request that they let you know when your stop is coming up. The other thing you can do is you can get like a Google Maps or something like that, and then just follow your station stop, and you'll know when you're coming up on your stop. And here's a few final tips. You can always arrive at the train station a little bit early, let's say 45 minutes to an hour early, get yourself, get a lay of the land, so to speak. When you get on the train, you can also maybe check out the quiet car. Every train has a quiet car that you can use, that anybody can go sit in. And if you have certain special needs, you just want to make sure not only do you point it out when you're making your reservation, but let that conductor know when you get on board. And remember, Amtrak personnel cannot assist you with your personal needs, like going to the bathroom or taking your medications. It's a smart idea to have a companion along that can help you with those things. Don't let prescriptions or medical gear derail your trip. Plan ahead, know the rules, and enjoy the ride. As always, we hope you found this helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. For Vets on Vacay, this is Mike. I'll see you in the next one.